Hi there. This advising tutorial is meant to answer questions you might have about major requirements, graduation requirements, and classes that you take in the communication major. Here at CI, there's two different levels of advising. The program advisor in the communication program helps with questions about course substitutions, questions you might have about each of the different emphases, questions you might have about future careers. And then the Academic Advising Center helps with questions you might have about graduation and GE requirements. There's a link to their website here on our advising page, and I encourage you to use them as a resource. They have morning appointments, they have same-day walk-in afternoon appointments, they have virtual appointments. There's lots of ways to get a hold of them, and they are a great resource for you. You'll also want to check out assist.org. If you're a transfer student, this site allows you to punch in all of the courses you took at your community college and see what, if anything, they count for here at CI. And then finally is the university catalog. This is the most important resource that you can have as a student here at CI. So know it, love it, bookmark it, and refer to it often. It tells you all of the classes you need to take for your major, as well as those you need to take to meet GE requirements. For those of you that might be transfer students, you'll likely be coming in with most of the lower division courses, public speaking, interpersonal, group communication. Depending on where you transfer from, you might need to take communication theory and research, and we'll get to that in just a moment. And then all students will take upper division courses, things like intercultural communication, conflict mediation, persuasion, research methods. Capstone is a course that you take in your final semester. You'll also choose an emphasis. We have three: organizational communication, environmental communication, and health communication. And each of those emphases has 4 corresponding courses. All students are also required to take 2 elective classes, things like community storytelling, special topics, internships. So this is a requirement for all students. Specific to transfer students, if you took COM 102 at Oxnard Community College or COM 101 at Santa Barbara City College, that fulfills the requirement for COM 200. All other students will need to take COM 200, and you want to take that in your first or second semester. Additionally, unless you took COM 288 at Santa Barbara City College, all transfer students will need to take COM 205, and you'll want to take that early in your career here as well, perhaps your first or second semester. Though you may have taken courses called something like argumentation or intercultural, you are still required to take them here. They are upper division here, and they are lower division at your community college, and we cannot transfer those in. So yes, you still need to take those. You take 321, 320, and 340. Those are all in the catalog. You'll take either 310, which is quantitative research, or 305, which is qualitative. Your capstone, your electives, and your emphasis courses. These are the major requirements for all students at the upper division level. As I mentioned, each emphasis also has 4 courses associated with it. You'll want to pay attention to the course rotations. Some of them are only offered in fall, and some of them are only offered in spring. Organizational communication courses are offered both semesters, and here's a list of them. Health communication courses, there are a few that are offered in fall or spring only. They're noted here, so keep that in mind when you're registering for classes. And finally, environmental communication as well has a specific course rotation. Some are offered in fall and some are offered in spring only. So again, you'll want to be mindful of that as you're preparing your schedules. Finally, to conclude with just a little bit of advising for specific to transfer students, you might notice a few differences from the community college environment when you transfer here that could make your transition a little bit challenging. You might find different teaching styles and procedures. You'll likely find a bit higher workload and a quicker pace, which sometimes means that the courses are a bit more academically rigorous than those you've experienced in the past. But the good news is that there's lots of academic resources here at CI to help you, and I've listed a few of them here: the Writing Center, Learning Resource Center, Academic Advising, and Career Development. Those are all resources that exist on campus to make sure you succeed, so I encourage you to check them out, to go use those resources. So in conclusion, welcome to CI. We look forward to seeing you in our classes, and I think you'll be happy as a comm major.